Hey guys, how is this stitching? My name is Tatiana and this is Flosstube number 11 and I'm gonna show what I've been stitching on. So I will show you my cross stitch progress. I have worked on several projects. Then I will show one Vyshyvanka. I worked on two of my Vyshyvanka. And I think Vyshyvanka will be, Vyshyvanka is embroidered shirt if you haven't heard. If you for the first time on my channel, I stitch traditional Ukrainian embroidered shirt. And I think now it will be a regular part of my Flosstube because I tend to stitch as a focus piece my embroidered shirt, which makes me very happy. Then I will show you my sewing projects. And at the end, I don't know how long will it take for me to show you all the hauls that I've got on a craft exhibition that was in Milan. I think it was previous week. My previous video is about visiting this exhibition, so if you haven't seen that, please check it out. It's short, but it was fun to share with you my excitement and some of the beautiful stuff they have in the exhibition. So I will talk more in a whole part of it of my video. Okay, so my first project that I worked on lives in this beautiful project bag that I made myself, very proud of it. And here lives my Strawberry Fields Forever by Blackbird design, of course. Yeah, so in one of the videos, I asked you guys if you what your opinion on errors that are in this chart. So there are several strawberries here, here, and here that are missing. They're missing in chart and they're missing on a stitched model on the photo. So I was wondering if I should keep it the way it is, the way it charted, or should I change it? And thank you for all your suggestions and opinions and points of view. It was nice to read through them, and one of the idea, I don't remember who that was, but it's a genius idea, that in a blank spots where it should be strawberries, I can stitch my initials, or stitching something to personalize this piece, which is a great idea. And I, in part, decided to follow it. So here's my progress. I worked a little bit on strawberries, on this gray vase that is next to the building. Yeah, and some of the strawberries I decided to fill them and stitch as if they should be there to keep the symmetry of the piece. And in some places I will add my initials because it's charted. On the chart there is only one initial, like only here, that you can customize, but names have two initials, and our name in Ukraine we even have 3 initials because we also have this third part. Отчество по батькові. Як це? I don't remember how it's. I would find a word. So I need 3 letters to put in this to customize it to my initials. Of course, I can use English variant of just name and last name, but yeah, I think I want all 3 of them here. And I already recharted it. Yes, I recharted with the 3 letters. Of course, I can't show you because it's a chart. Maybe I can show you only one, like a little angle. Let's see. Yeah, you see, for example, here, top left corner, when there was strawberry missing, so I added a letter. And I recharted also for other parts as well. Not stitched yet, so nothing set in stone yet, but it's in progress. And I love it. I'm stitching it on, I think 30 count. some unnamed Italian linen. I bought it in a local shop in Milan. So can't tell you the linen. And I use a mixture of code for overdyes and fancy floss from my collections that I have from other projects. Okay, that was that. I keep it separately so I can then take pictures. Then next one is also there is a secret stitch that I started and finished during these 2 weeks. My last update was 2 weeks ago. So it's for stitch for the Facebook group. I can't remember. Across the pond stitching, stitch and chat. Across the pond is a keyword. I will link it down below. It's a Facebook group where every month we meet via Zoom to stitch and chat together. It's very lovely monthly meeting, and for Christmas we have a small change. I'm so happy. For my small exchange partner, I already stitched the piece. I can't show you because it's gonna be a surprise. I still need to finish it, and I will try to remember to take all the pictures. And once my partner receives it, I will show you all the pictures. Yeah, but unfortunately I can't show you the stitched piece. It's cute, I love it. Okay, the next one is a cat. It's so predictable. It's in Czech, and I don't speak Czech. I bought it online. It's a cross stitch magazine that is made in Czech Republic. I talk about it more in my Flosstube number 2 when I showed all my European stitching. So look at this cute cat. Oh my god. The name of the journal is here. I can't read it, sorry. I will link it down below, the name and all the information about this stitch. So it's a full coverage. Then I stitch with, that's my working copy, so the journal is upstairs. Here is my progress. And it was my rotation for the previous week, I think. And what I managed to do, I moved to a new corner, and then I got tired of very pale colors, and I decided to stitch more like bright colors. So I moved down to the vase with flower. Yeah, so here's my progress. I'm stitching it on 16 count. Easy Grid Aida by Blackbird, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Now I would buy only like pre-gridded Aida because I became spoiled. It's so much easier because chart is already gridded by 10 by 10 squares, and you have this 10 by 10 squares. So basically when you need to count, I was easily counted up to here because I was just counting big blocks. I didn't count like every single stitch, and then you need to count when you stitch only within 10 by 10 blocks, which is like very easy compared to like counting all the way down, for example here. Yeah, so I absolutely love Easy Grid Aida. Yes, yes please. Yeah, so it's Vanguard, as you can see by the red line, and yeah, here's my progress. Very happy with it, and I can't wait this cat on my wall, even though I have a long time to go. One day all dreams will come true. I'm sure of it. Okay, then for rotation for this week, today is Saturday. I live in Italy, so sometimes I speak Italian. Sometimes I speak Ukrainian because it's language of my country, so yeah, I hope you understand what I'm saying. My next project for this week was Vakula. I will insert a picture because it's I have a chart on my electronic chart. It's not PDF, it's for Cross Stitch Saga program. So I want that picture. It's by xmaker. It's a Ukrainian designer. She's a fantastic designer. She's on Instagram, and I want to stitch absolutely every single chart she she designed. It's gorgeous. I think I have. It's okay. So here's my progress. I have quite a big progress because I stitched his shoulder of this beautiful man Vakula, dressed in traditional authentic Ukrainian outfit, with a horse, of course. I studied veterinary medicine and I love all the animals, and I love stitching animals. I like cut open animals, treat them, of course. Yeah, so this is my progress. And yeah, her charts, xmaker, very beautiful, and very like logical when you stitch them. Like all the colors make sense. Yes, there are quite a number of colors, but not too much. There is no confetti, like, and still with all these colors you get a nice shading, and the picture is really nice. Yeah, I'm stitching it on 32 count. I think it's navy blue. If you're interested in color, I will find it. It's also Blackbird, and it's one of their standard blue colors. Let me know if you're interested. And as usual, I stitch 2 over 2. It's my go-to on 32 count. Okay, that's that. And as for cross stitch, that's all that I've done during this week. And now I'm gonna show you my Vyshyvanka. So I did work on my focused Vyshyvanka, which I want to finish by the end of this year. Still doable, but I've already got so many more plans for the end of the year. Well, and I have many exams in university, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So what I did, you already seen this, I attached, quite beautiful, but not too much. I attached the top part of the sleeves to my main body of Vyshyvanka, and what I did after that, I need to figure out how to show my Vyshyvanka. Maybe I will show the half. Yeah, so you see here, I've made those 2 lines with size 8 DMC cotton, a stronger floss, and what I will do then, I will pull it. Can I pull it on video? I will pull it, and it will make folds. You see, I used the same floss for entire opening for the head, and what it allows me to pull and then to have these folds, so my Vyshyvanka will have the size that needed, because now it's much bigger, of course, but this will give me a nice folding to make it, you know, like traditional looking Vyshyvanka. Can't wait to pull. I don't know if I can show. Yeah, I will be doing this step after I attach my sleeves, so I can still, like, first I need to attach sleeves. It would be easier than to do, and then I still need to stitch the collar. It's not a much big stitching, just a little bit, but I still need to finish it before I attach. Yeah, because once it's pulled, then it will be covered by color, so like you don't see all this edge. So beautiful. That was the main part of the Vyshyvanka, and also I worked on a sleeve. And here is progress on my sleeve. It's already a second one. So first one is stitched. I've shown it already several times because I'm very proud of it. And this is the second one. Love it so much. So I finished one half, and I already started doing those eyelets with some green contrast color. So I'm missing not that much. Once this is finished, oh, I tell it every single time. Once this one is finished, then I will attach it, and then I will, yeah, plans. But you got the idea. That's a sleeve, which will be like this. Oh, I can't wait to wear this Vyshyvanka. Okay, so my previous Vyshyvanka is made in Chernigivska style, which is a northern region of Ukraine. It's not a precise like style-wise, but like motifs and inspiration comes from that style of Vyshyvanka. And my second one that I'm gonna show you now is Borshivska sorochka. I'm mostly inspired by this book, which is like, I don't know, the best book for Borshivska sorochka ever made by humankind. And what I'm doing, I'm combining different elements from many Vyshyvankas that are in this book, and I'm combining them in my own Vyshyvanka. That's how it used to be done before, and I just continue doing what. So I revisited my my Borshivska sorochka because I didn't pick a right combination of fabric and floss, because fabric is linen. It's a very thin, very like light linen, uneven, which makes it even more difficult to stitch on. And I'm stitching it with the floss that you would use for knitting. So it's very merino wool, and it's like, I don't know, quite a heavy, so it's not embroidered floss. And on this white linen yarn for knitting, it's physically difficult stitching. So the design I picked before was too intimidating, and it was really difficult to count. It was really difficult to like follow my pattern on this fabric. So I decided to change the motifs that I want to use, and I finally was able to cut out my sleeve. So this is one of the sleeve. With this cross I mark top left corner. So for now it's just the fabric. It will be my sleeve in future. And brought the book. It's a heavy book. So I used this motif, this one, to stitch on my sleeve, because it's basically full coverage. It's easier for me to count, and my mistakes are not as visible if I do a mistake. And because it's full coverage, it's easier for me to follow uneven fabric with full coverage stitching. And here's my start on the sleeve. Oh, it's gonna be so beautiful. I absolutely love it. So as you can see, I chose a motif with grape leaf, because I'm from the South Ukraine and we have many wineries, and it very much reminds me of my homeland. So I decided to start it like that. So it will be a band, full coverage band going like that. And then from it will have like diagonal also stitched lines with little like geometrical flowers. Oh, I love it so much. And you see there is still like missing space, because the question is, it's really heavy. As you can see here, It's a long stitch. It's not a half stitch as entire Borshivska is made. And in this chart it's a long stitch. So I'm wondering if I'm still debating if I want to do a long stitch or I want to just do everything in half stitch as I'm doing the rest of the colors. So still sauce in progress. And you know, with Vyshyvanka you don't have like a pattern which guides you step by step what you need to do. With Vyshyvanka you collect information, you do your research, you like every element you think, you try, you like try different options. What you it's like designing on your own, even though you use design from books and stuff. But to put it all together, especially by hand, and like of course you can use a standard what is given. Even from this book they are like described completely Vyshyvanka, but when you want to create your own unique one by combination of different other Vyshyvanka, it takes some brain power and time, but I love it. It's so beautiful. Yeah, as you can see, this cross marks top left corner. It's important in Vyshyvanka because then I will when I will be attaching it, I need to like know orientation, and because this fabric is uneven, I need this orientation even more, because I don't want to like have one sleeve stitched vertically and another sleeve stitched horizontally. That wouldn't be nice. Okay, that would be like this. And the body part I've showed you already several times, so you've seen it. When this Vyshyvanka will be finished, God knows. I don't know. But the other one, my first one that I showed, I want to finish this year. The big one. Okay. Now to my sewing project. So here I have a struggle also. I like to do project bags, and here is my repeated attempt to do project bag. So it's turned out as a project bag, but look at this edge. I just can't get it right. I don't know. Everything I do, like I tried already so many different methods, techniques, but just tension of my leg on my sewing machine is just too much. So my when you have several like layers of fabric and you stitch them together, my bottom is moving faster than my top one, and I tried to lift my walking foot, and it didn't work. I can't lift it higher, and just struggling. I don't know, guys. If you have tips on how to get your edge beautiful, please let me know. Because I don't know why it doesn't work for me. I already tried several times. It's just, you see here, especially it's visible on a long edge that my top layer is folded. Disaster, just disaster. But to cheer myself up, so I wanted to do only one project bag, but it didn't work out, and I wasn't happy with that, so I made a second one, and this one worked because I used a different technique. I wasn't binding off. I still want to learn how to bind off beautifully. So please, if you know, please let me know how. What should I do to make it beautiful? Here I just stitched on top, so here it somehow worked better, but because it's not a binding, it's just stitching them together. So yeah, it's I don't know if you can see, but it's a little bit quilted, so I make just bright lines, and you can see it's not leveled, but it's how the print on fabric goes. I tried to like I tried to make it more even, but you can't really make it exactly precise lines because it's printed in that way. Yeah, but it's cute project. At least here my lines are okay and not as, but still you see there is a little bit of folding, not as much as in that one, but I don't know why. I don't know. If you have any tips, please let me know. Okay, that's all about sewing, and now I want to show you my crochet. I've done a lot in 2 weeks. Oh. When I was editing the video of visiting craft exhibition in Milan, I noticed that I was wearing this scarf that I crocheted several years ago, and I also looked through my pictures of when I first visited that exhibition, and turns out I was wearing the same the same scarf. So this is Bella Cosa Shawl by Stitch with Passion. I will link it down below. I think it was a free chart. I've stitched it several years ago with bamboo from Lion brand. Bamboo from Lion brand, and yeah, and I just wanted to, it's my long time finish. I just wanted to show you how this this yarn performs over time, because I do wear this shawl a lot. Like I wear it you've seen, I wear it like not every day, but quite often. And yeah, so, and you see it's still in a good shape, even though it's already several years, several seasons when I wear it. Love it, love it, so beautiful. Yeah, so wanted to show you one of my previous finishes. Then I worked on my turning point sweater, and this is my longest crochet whip, and I think I can finish it maybe even this year. So here's my progress. I completely finished the body part. I made also the ribbon, already done. I need to figure out what is this and why it's sticking out. I will fix that. And I moved to the sleeves. So you see my sleeve is not going to be too long. It will be like probably 2/3 of the length that it should be, because I don't have enough yarn, and I have used all my scientific education that I have to calculate evenly how much yarn I have left and how to evenly divide it between 2 sleeves, so I can finish my sleeve and don't be short on yarn, like finish how to explain it. So I've done a lot of calculation of yarn usage. So I measured by base how much yarn is left and how to evenly divide it by rows, and then I need to calculate rows, and because each row is different, you see they're on diagonal, and then they switch to like reducing, so I can make like a normal sleeve, not diagonal sleeve, but the normal finished sleeve, and that's a lot of calculation involved. And tell you what, I'm very proud of myself so far. I think I should be fine with the yarn usage, and I will use everything that left, but still it will be enough for to finish the sweater. So the sleeve will be quite good, and because I will add the ribbon here, it will be almost normal. Yeah, but you really need to be very creative when you run low on yarn, and I can't buy more of this type of yarn. So yeah, here's my project of turning points better. So at this point I already not following the pattern. I'm adjusting as I go, and I just basically at this point I just stitch my own pattern and yeah, using the basic techniques that described in the pattern. So it's very, and it's usually my style. I never follow patterns precisely to the like every step. I always do it my way. Not very successful all the time, but sometimes yes. Then I worked, maybe crinkles. Then I worked on, oh okay. So I have another project with granny squares, which is my jacket that I'm doing from granny squares. And I already told this story that I have a problem with yarn, and so I end up with some different style granny squares for that project, but I didn't want to use them for that project because of yarn difference. So I decided to use it for a different project. And what I did, now I'm gonna explain what it is. So I want to do a little like throw, like chair throw, or like little blanket from granny squares here, and then so here my scientific, that's the back side, it's my ends one day will be all woven in. So, and here my scientific degree failed because I wanted to do like this central one, to do it like, you know, by quarters. So my initial plan, my initial idea was to use quarters, 4/4, to stitch in this way, and then I can get a central square in that way. But somehow my geometry calculated that I can stitch half 4 half granny squares, put them together, and I will get the surface of 1 granny square. But if you multiply half by 4, you get 2. You don't get 1. So I should have done 4/4, but I've done 4 halves and put them together. So you see my center now is sticking out because yeah, it's bulkier than it should be. And after I finish that, I'm like, oh yeah, it's like a little bit sticking out. I can make a head of it. Like it's sticking out a little bit. Why? I wonder why. And then I was like, oh. Yeah, so I don't want to restitch it. Maybe I should. Maybe, I don't know, I can do something with it. But it's cute. I like this yarn, which was part of the subscription box from this. And Knit Crate. It was a subscription box. So I'm not sure if you can buy it just from their website, but it's a cute little sparkly yarn. I'm showing you the back again. So I put it away for now, just to see how I feel with this very weird center square, which is not square anymore. Yeah, science degree, you see here. Jesus Christ, sometimes like errors, mistakes I do is just hilarious. Okay, now into haul. So last weekend I visited Abellimento. It's a craft exhibition in Italy that takes place in different cities, in Milan, Napoli, some other cities, I don't remember. You can check out their website, and it's a treat. It just going there, it's fantastic. It wasn't my first time. I already visited like 3 times that exhibition because it takes It takes place several times a year in different cities. You can find more information under that video about my visit. And I spent some money. So one of the so there are many vendors there, and one of them is cross stitch shop in Milan that I visited before. I also will link that video down below. Chiara is the owner of this shop, and it was nice to see her again and chat a little bit. So from her I got a Mill kit. It's a Santa collection and leopard seal called this Mill kit. Yeah, so I stitched before several Mill kits, and I have another one of Santa, like red style Santa. So I won't stitch it for this Christmas, maybe for the next one, but you know, when animals are involved, I'm really into it. So nice to add this little kit to my collection. Then I already talked several times about Italian, very interesting aspect of Italian cross stitch, which is stitching on towers. And it took some time for me to really like appreciate this technique, and finally I got myself a tower to stitch. So this is I will probably show you first. Hopefully it doesn't cling too much, but I don't have the card, so I have only the bag. That's the place where I bought this tower, because they have a very particular design. They're not like other standard Italian towers, but what it is, it's a Kitten tower. No, I'm showing you the front. Surprise. And what it has at the end of one of the sides of the tower, there is a Aida already incorporated into the tower, so it like seamlessly, there is no any connection, it's like makes part of the fabric. And on here you can stitch any design you want, which is quite a cute idea. And when I visited Italian cross stitch shops, I showed more of different styles of towers, so if you're interested you can check it out. But it's quite fun. It can make a nice gift. In fact, one of my viewers, she offered to do a shawl on towers. I know she ordered one, and like I'm waiting for her to get her supplies, and I still haven't decided on what design I will stitch here, but that would be cute to have Italian towers stitch along. Yeah, so cute, love it. Happy to have to join the Italian traditional stitching. Then what else? Then I bought many of different. Again, I remember Italian word and can't think of fabrics English word. So this cute shop, I think they're all also online. So if you're interested in their styles, you can check them out. I got several of the fabric. It's Kitten, and look at this one. Oh, I can't wait to make a project bag out of it. It's such a cute fabric. Oh, love this print. So I got this one. Then I got, of course, with animals. I can't bypass cats, animals. I got this one. Oh, it's fun. Those animals are one of the favorites after cats, of course. Cats is the favorites. Also, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but you know, stash. It's and another cat. Yeah, they had. It's nice that they had different sizes of fabric. You can get a small piece, you can get a bigger piece, and they're already pre-cut, so you just pick and choose. And yeah, And also on this craft exhibition you get quite a good prices, and if you get it in bundles, it's like discount, like every fifth or sixth piece is like Italian. In my head is Italian when I speak about Italian stuff. It's like for free, present. Yeah, so another place, what I really like about this craft exhibitions, that they often have like scrap tables where for €1 you can get a scrap of different fabrics, and it's not only cotton. In fact, there is less cotton, it's more like different other fabric. And for example, this was €1 for like a big piece of a little bit strange fabric, meaning that I wouldn't buy it, like I wouldn't stitch anything with this fabric, meaning like a big piece. But having it in scraps, it could be a really nice bacon fabric or some accent, or I don't know, something for my projects, because I do like to create. And like having this variety of different options and colors, like for example this piece also was €1. It's not large, but you know, it's a perfect baking fabric for your smalls, like for pillows and stuff, and the color is like screaming autumn, so it could be a nice, beautiful, like, something to do. Then I've got like this also, and this fabric, because I needed blue for a project I have in mind, so I got a piece of fabric which is not cotton, it's polyester I think, but I needed polyester for the project I want to do. So I've got, and also they have like different sizes of zippers and the colors, and like I just like to have them in my stash, and once I need them, I have them. Because when I sit and create, I like to pull out what I have, like play with colors, combine them, see what I like, and this is how my creative process works. So I'm very happy to add to my stash. Then, okay, does it crinkle? No. Then I showed it also on video. There was a felt, pre-cut felt shop, which is, I don't know if you see the address. It is Cosa di Laura .it. So it's a cute pre-cut felt. So I've got a cat, I've got a horse. Maybe it would be nice to finish even my cross stitch with this horse on the side. Yeah, so I got a kit with dogs and 2 kits with cats. So cute, so cute. Yeah, so there are 4 in each of the little bags with cats. You know, yeah. Can't bypass a cat. Another shop that also had a lot of different things for your craft is this one. You can see their address on top. So they had many different strings. Look at the string, so cute. So I've got the string, I've got tassels. I got tassels, and yeah, they have many of like little cute stuff. Sorry for crinkles. Yeah, they will be my crinkles. For example, I've got a spool, a spool, because I have DMC floss in big hanks that I need to reattach. For my other, for one of the floors that I have in this style, I used my Dr. Beer. Maybe you've seen, I don't have him here. So yeah, so I need spools, and I've got the big one and I've got smaller one. The same I use for like finishing project. It's also really cute. Then I've got a bunch of what's it called? Mereshka. Oh, I don't know how to call it in English. You see what I've got. Because I have one project in mind and I've got different types. I'm not sure which one I will use exactly, but it's also nice for finishing, for like smalls and stuff. Beautiful. Yeah, I've done a big shopping in that. Also they have this like scrap bags with different cuts of fabric and different like finishing ideas. I also got one pack like that. Then they had this cute frame, which was really cheap, and it looks cheap, to be honest. But it would be nice to maybe color it and have like small finish in it, because it's a frame. Yeah, there is like, I won't be able to finish. It's it says in description that it's a picture frame. But I want to use it for finishing my smalls, my cross stitch smalls, so I will just attach it on top. Yeah, and also in that shop they had a great sale of fabric. That's a fabric that I already bought last time and I used it for my project bag, so it's this type of fabric, you can see it. Yeah, I think it's cotton, but it's like loosely woven cotton. So I've got all the different styles, of course with cats. I've got Northern beers, Merry Christmas, American style, with cute alpacas. Yeah, and more like a little cross stitch style, I would say. Yeah, so also we'll be doing some project bags, some other project with that fabric, and that's it. Yeah, it's quite a lot, especially if I can show you how messy it is around me. It seems a lot. Yeah, so that was my haul from the craft exhibition. I highly recommend visiting it if you're around in those cities where it takes place. In fact, in Italy there are two exhibitions in this style. One called Abilimento and another one called, I don't remember, but it takes place in Bergamo, which is a city like about 1 hour from Milan. And I think the next one is in February or March, take place in there. And I also want to visit it and to show you around on that exhibition. They have many of the same vendors, but also they have different ones. So yeah, I will show you around. Mission is that I'm preparing you a surprise. I will do a small announcement that I'm gonna visit two cross stitch shops, fantastic cross stitch shops, but where I will visit, that's a surprise. So it's gonna be in a couple of weeks. Yeah, so maybe like 2-3 weeks. And yeah, I already agreed with shop owners, they allow me to film. And I've never been myself to those cross stitch shops, but I've heard a lot about them, that they're fantastic and they're beautiful. Of course, how cross stitch can be not beautiful? Whom I'm kidding. Yeah, so I'm very looking forward to visit those cross stitch shops, and I will film and of course share with you my excitement. So that's the plan, and I plan my next Flosstube update in a couple of weeks. I think that schedule almost work for me. Yeah. And yeah, thank you for staying with me. Happy stitching. Bye guys.